Hi, Dave Streen with EdgyTools, introducing our newest knockdown. We're so excited to finally get this to market. This is the knockdown that you get. It comes standard with a metal strike plate. That's the base unit, and then you're also going to get a screw-on tip. And the knockdown's designed to hold any interchangeable tip in the industry. Also include a hybrid cushion that's the steel, half the steel plate and half a rubbery, it's almost like a tire plate that you can switch out. There's two little screws that recess in there, and you just unscrew those and switch your plates out. So if you want the steel strike plate for a harder hit, or if you want the dampened softer hit, which actually delivers great force. When we set out to design the knockdown, we noticed that a lot of guys, their arms were cramping because their wrists are usually bent, and then just like a writer gets carpal tunnel because you're pinching your fingers and whatever, that's what we're doing with the knockdown. And you're also very limited on the actual view that you have when you're looking at the angle back up to your lights to see the highs really well. Your hand's almost in the way, and you get shadows over your work and stuff. So those were some of the problems that we set out to eliminate with our knockdown, and we do have a patent on this. Basically what this does, your wrist is totally at ease, there's no bend or kink to it. So that was the first thing we said, is if we just laid our hand down perfectly at rest, that's how we wanted it to fit. So that's what we came up with here. And there's a couple different grips. This is the normal grip that it was designed for, but then there's also what we call the Rockstar grip, which is, like the rock star. So you put your two fingers like that in and kind of get a grip like that. Some guys are really liking that on aluminum and stuff. So again, you're all still nicely at ease, and you have just so much more control than you would with, with a standard knockdown. You're using your fingers to hold everything still, like a pen would. And with this, it's just everything's in control because of the patented finger holes. So that's kind of how you use it. And then here I'm going to demonstrate how the softer one, no matter what you're striking with, I'm going to strike all these with just a wooden pallet, just so you can kind of hear the difference on the hand. So just run through. Here's acrylic one, louder, some different ones. Steel board, a lot of guys use just a square Delrin. And then here's the control punch. Just has a muted deal. It just has a totally different strike. And again, that's, I see guys striking with all kinds of different materials. It's just fine with any of them. You can see everything's nicely at ease, and I've got just a tremendous viewing area to see the dent where your hand's just totally clear of it. I don't know if you can see, like a regular knockdown, depending on where you hold it, it's just so much more distance from your hand the way it's outstretched. But again, you're not forcing any muscle, or anything and cramping. Another thing you can do, a lot of guys have seen, if you're working that one dent that's maybe an oil canner and you're having to switch back and forth all the time, you're using your rod on the roof, and then you're switching, you're picking up your striker, your knockdown, then you're working the rod, going back and forth. With the control punch, you can just leave it on your hand. Knock down a little bit, push with your rod, knock down, it just stays where you have it. So that makes you a little faster as well. And again, it comes with the Delrin tip, which is a special Delrin that we designed, so it's less slippery than the white Delrin is. And but a lot of guys are switching them out to polished steel or titanium. We're going to have a whole line of tips that we're working on right now, as well as some other features that are going to be added down the road that we're working on. But that's the control punch. Hope you like them.